Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. The time is getting closer and closer to the brand new update that's coming out to Fallout 76. Now this update is meant to be one of the biggest updates that has come to the game. It's actually been announced that it will be the biggest since the Wastelanders update, and it's adding in an entire map expansion and a whole bunch of other stuff. I've got a whole bunch of videos all linked to the update telling you about everything that's going on in a playlist on my channel. You can see it right here when you scroll down on the kind of main channel page. I've got it linked on the front page there. Now this update is said to be coming out on the 2nd of December, and today I wanted to share with you 3 different things which I would definitely recommend you doing before this update goes live. Now please do me a favour in helping as many people as possible by hitting that like button. The more people that like the video, the more people get to see the video according to the YouTube's algorithm. So please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's dive into the 3 things which I'm advising you to go and get done. Now number 1 on the list is going to be Milepost 0. If you haven't heard by now, Milepost 0 is going to be getting closed down. For a long time this mode has seen a lot of different issues with the Brahmin crashing and other different bits and bobs all going on. They did try and fix it previously in another update where they added a timer to the event, which technically allows you to always be able to actually complete the event, whereas previously you couldn't. Sometimes if a Brahmin would freeze, the timer would run out, you'd fail the event, but now you get like, I think it's 8 minutes, and then all of a sudden it would end. You'd get all of the rewards, and everyone else would also get the rewards for competing. Now following the update where they decided to add this in, they must have decided that this just isn't quite working out to how they wanted it to, and now they've decided to announce that it will be getting taken out in the update that comes out in December the 2nd. In the post it says, the bandits roaming Skyline Valley looking for caravans to rob have proved themselves to be a dastardly threat to the Blue Ridge Caravan Company, scaring poor Brahmin into going off track, leaving deliveries incomplete. I think that's a kind of little term there for basically saying how it was broken, but in better words. And they have said for now Milepost 0 will be closing shop and moving their wares into other vendors across Highway Town, which is a new location in that new part of the map which has been expanded into on the west side. Now they did say on the end of that kind of paragraph saying awaiting a time in the future when things might be a bit safer for their operations. So might be in the keyword there. It may come back or it may not. For the moment though, there is some things to do around this because it's getting removed. Now the rewards you don't have to worry too much about because you can go and get them after it gets taken out. So most of them are available via the new location Highway Town from a multitude of different vendors. You've got the plans for the V63 laser carbine and mods. They've moved to the weapon vendor Splint. Mac in Highway Town will also sell the following with the rolled Persian rug, Persian wall rug, makeshift wine rack, Norrin curtains, Park Ranger's supply box, Persian rug, Stargazer's telescope, and the lightning battery lamp and the Norrin wing. Now the snow globes which you could have collected from Milepost 0 vendors will now be sold by Wendy in the Highway Town. She is another vendor that was meant to be coming to the actual Milepost 0, but she's now moved to Highway Town. And then the rest of the rewards will be a mix between Spooky Scorched and Holiday Scorched, with the spooky ones getting the Lederhausen outfit and hat, the Red Coat outfit and hat, and the Vault Girl / Vault Boy backpacks, and the Holiday Scorched will get all of the Skyline Valley specific snow globes. Now this is the main reason why I'm telling you guys to go and do this, alright? Because in the bottom paragraphs on the post that they put in the PTS patch notes, they've said, when the Burning Springs releases in early December, all players who completed a Bump in the Road Caravan intro quest will receive the title Caravan Investor. Players will also be granted 2k gold bullion and a new pennant as well. Please note these rewards will not be available during the PTS period. So that is the main reasons why I want you to go and do this, alright? Fair enough if you don't want to, by all means don't do it, but at the end of the day you get some free gold out of it, you get a pennant to kind of remember the mode, and you will also get the title Caravan Investor. So 3 things right there which you can get just by basically going in and completing it, so that's why you want to do that one. Now at number 2, the second thing I would definitely recommend you going and doing is completing the raids. Alright, this sounds very generic in a sense, but there's a little bit more coming to it and some changes that's coming in with this new update, which means you might want to grind it a little bit before the actual update changes it all, because it may be a little bit more tedious than what it currently is. In the patch notes, Bethesda posted, almost a year after its introduction, the Gleaming Depths has proved an excellent place for players looking for endgame challenge to push themselves and their builds to the limit. We're introducing new weekly challenge for the Gleaming Depths that can be completed by working through all of the stages of the raid. Your reward for doing so will be a 4-star legendary cache that contains a 4-star legendary item, in brackets it's got armor, power armor, melee weapons, range weapon, and then they've said to go along with this new weekly challenge, we're also redistributing the raid rewards. And this is the main bit which I am kind of pushing you guys to go and do raids, because this is how it's changing, alright? It says they're redistributing the raid rewards so that the further you go in the progress of the actual raid itself, the more enticing the rewards will be. We know this may cause some disruption to your local NO6 farming group, and you can still farm them for all the XP that you want, but it was never our intention to have one phase of the raiding experience to be the source of some of the most coveted rewards in the game. So basically, in kind of layman's terms, right now, if you go on and do some raids, right, you can get a gang of people, just like they said, and you can do the NO6 Guardian over and over and over again, just like lots of other people have. And this allows people to farm a lot of XP, but it also allows everyone to farm a lot of the rewards. So if you think all of these kind of rare plans, the kind of 4-star legendary attributes where you can unlock the mods and all that type of stuff, all them type of things you can get just from doing that one first kind of piece of the raid, that first chapter of it, alright? Because now, once this update comes out on December the 2nd, certain rewards are going to be linked behind certain parts of the raid. And this goes as little to the parts of the actual power armor as well. So you can get like certain parts of the power armor for certain parts of the raid. So say the helmet, for example, will be locked behind a certain one. To give you more kind of exact information on this, MapX did data mine it and do a little post in the Fallout 76 data mining Discord. And in there they have literally shared what bits of the power armor and all the other mods and plans link to which part of the actual raid itself. So for example, the NO6 Guardian, with it being that main farming one currently, if you wanted to go and just do that over and over again after the update, you could only ever unlock the left leg or right arm part of the power armor, alright? So the rest of the Vulcan power armor is going to be linked behind other bits. So for example, the helmet and the right leg will come from the drill, the helmet or the right arm will come from the Epsilon, and the crystals, you'll get the helmet or the torso, and finally the Terra, you will get the helmet or the left leg. So certain parts are locked behind certain pieces, alright? And that's why I'm telling you to go and farm it right now. If you are in need of more plans and mods and everything, now is the time to do it, because you can just quickly farm the NO6 Guardian over and over, get them plans that you need before it's locked behind you having to do every single part, for example, to get to the Terra, to get a certain plan or whatever from that one, if you get what I mean. Now finally, at number 3 is the most obvious and simple one, and to be honest, I've only thrown this one in here because I didn't want to say 2 things to do. It sounds a lot better when you say 3 things to do, alright? And the third and final one, quick, simple, short and sweet, is literally, don't forget to claim your rewards, alright? Get yourself on there, claim all your rewards from the current season, because if you miss it, you're not going to be getting them again unless they throw them in, for gold bullion or whatever, or in the atomic shop to buy what atoms. So claim all the ones that you want, and do that before the update on December the 2nd. Don't leave it too late and forget to do it, alright? But that, guys, is everything I would advise you to do before the new update. If you can think of anything else, drop a comment down below to share it with the community. And for now, guys, that is it for this video. So I hope you all did enjoy and found this helpful. If you did, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.